So this is one of our guests' favorite time of the year, as well as several of the animals as well, because the warm temperatures mean that they can come back outside. So everyone has been waiting patiently since late April, early to late April of when Al, our big male Aldabran giant tortoise, would come back out on display. And as you all can tell, it's not easy to move a 525-pound tortoise. So we have to make sure that the nighttime temperatures aren't going to get too low that we would have to move him back. We call up the exhibit design crew. George and his team will come down, and they most years we have a crate, some years we have a truck, and we just pick him up and load him into the back of the truck and slowly drive him up to his summertime exhibit. And we carefully unload him from the truck because he is, Al doesn't like heights, so he likes to be down on the ground as quickly as possible. So we have about 6 to 7 guys, and we bribe those guys, and we thank them very much because we couldn't do it without them, because I'm very weak. The other small individual species that you can see, the radiated tortoises, the plowshare tortoises, spider tortoises, and our latest addition to the collection, Burmese brown mountain tortoises, are much easier to move, and they can literally just be lifted by hand and brought out onto the exhibit. So reptiles, tortoises in particular, are all ectotherms, which means they are as commonly referred to as cold-blooded. So what that really means is that their temperature is, they cannot regulate it themselves like mammals and birds can. It's dependent on the outside temperatures. So that's why usually in mid-October we have to bring all of our tropical tortoises inside for the year, and that they don't come back out until about 6 months later, which is usually mid to late April, early May, depending on when we start getting that warm, consistent weather. The Burmese brown mountain tortoises are brand new to the collection. They've never, this is their first time on exhibit. They arrived to the collection last November. So we added them to the collection. They've been in our greenhouse off exhibit for the winter months, and so they are just now coming out for display for the first time. And they are one of the few new species that we have that is already in anticipation of the new reptile facility. So when our new facility opens in a couple years, guests will be able to see animals during the winter months that they haven't often been able to see because the greenhouse has been off exhibit, but this new building will have a greenhouse built right into it with guest space to come in and see all of our animals 363 days out of the year.